Hey, what's going on? This is Andre Sweeney, the Life Specialist. Welcome to the Get a Life Show, the show that gives you the tools and principles necessary for an outstanding life. Today's segment is called Marriage for Life, and today I want to talk to you from the subject, being right versus the big picture. Listen, we're human beings, and we all love to be right. We all love to get our point across. We all love to have the last word, the bottom line, the point that proves that what we were saying was right all along. We love being right, and most human beings do. But in a marriage, we must understand that the central most important thing in our relationships as husbands, as wives, is not being right, but the big picture. The big picture is, one day you decided to walk down an aisle, and you decided to say, I do. You promised that for better or for worse, for sicker, for health, for richer, for poorer, all those beautiful vows, you promised you would be there for the other person. Nowhere in those vows did it say you promised to be right all the time, or you promised to get your point across. Listen, in a relationship, you must die. Die to yourself. No, I'm not saying you can't be an individual. No, I'm not saying that you can't have your own personality. I'm not saying that you can't have your little isms and schisms. But your most central focus is to be one. You are to become one flesh with your mate. That means you need to be on the same page. You need to have the same vision. You need to be going the same direction as your mate. Because if you're not, you're going to have problems, okay? So my point is, the bigger problem is too many times we want to be right. We don't care what being right does. We don't care how it affects our marriage. We don't care how it demeans our spouse if necessary. All we want to know is, did you understand that I won? I won the argument. I won the fight. No, the bigger picture is how it affects the big picture. At the end of your argument, is your marriage better? At the end of your disagreement, are you back on the same page? Do you guys have an understanding now? That's the big picture. Are you able to move forward? Regardless of who's right and who's wrong, now is your marriage set on a course that's going to be fruitful? Are you guys going to be able to progress, move forward, and live a happy life? Is the issue settled? Is everything okay? Or are you just happy being right? Are you just happy winning the battle? Well, there's a greater war than the little stinky battle that you just won. And the war is that 50% of all married couples end in divorce. That's the big picture, sir. That's the big picture, ma'am. Not whether you won the argument. And let me say this. It's important to admit when you're wrong. It's important to say, hey, I was wrong about that. But the thing is, it's not to be right, it's to bring understanding. That's the big picture. Do you have an understanding so that you can have the marriage that you've always wanted to have? Do you have things under control? That's the big picture. Because in the end, that's the most important thing. Not whether you're right. This is Andre Sweeney, the Life Specialist, and I'm here to help you live a life.